Hi, first graders. Welcome to week 9 of distance learning. For this week's reading, research, and writing, we are still in our American symbols unit. Day 1, ask questions and access prior knowledge. Day 1, ask questions and access prior knowledge. Objective. Today, you will be introduced to the culminating project you will complete this week. You'll analyze the project's writing mode, writing a speech, and ask questions about what you want to learn about the American figure or person that you selected to research. Project Introduction. Throughout this unit, we've gathered a lot of information about American symbols and important American leaders such as the U.S. flag, the Statue of Liberty, George Washington, and Barack Obama. Now you will research an additional American figure of your choice. You'll share your information by giving a speech in a wax museum to someone in your family. Activity number 1, writing mode mini lesson. You should be at the bottom of page 22. So, what is a speech? Well, it is when someone says out loud a presentation. Often people write down or dictate speeches first and then read them to an audience like this. Optional. Let's watch another first grader give a speech about an American symbol. While you watch their presentation, I want you to think about the best things they are doing to make this speech successful. After you watch the video, you will think about some of the important things you will need to do to have the best speeches we can. So this part is optional. If you do not want to watch the video, you can skip to the next part. After we watch the video, we're going to answer the question, what did you notice about what he did when he gave his speech? Then you're going to list at least 2 to 3 things that you noticed below. And you're going to write what you noticed about the video here, so make sure you're thinking about it as we watch. Ready?
Oh, look, there's a wax museum display of Orville Wright. There's some pictures of the Wrights. There's a written speech. There's pictures of the wax figure Orville at the museum. There's a couple books and there's a notebook, Orville's Return to the Memorial. And there's a wax figure here. What happens if we ding the bell on this table?
Hello, my name is Orville Wright. I was born in Dayton, Ohio, my hometown, on August 19, 1871. My brother Wilbur and I built and flew the first airplane ever. Sadly, Wilbur could not be here today because he is homesick in bed. Wilbur and I were always together. People always thought we were twins. We would finish each other's sentences and often start to hum the same tune at the same time. Our interest in flight came at an early age when Father brought home a flying toy that was propelled by rubber bands. We loved to tinker and we were good at it too. We would buy toys for our nieces and nephews. We'd play with them until they broke, and then we'd make better versions of them. I personally had a printing press, but later on my brother and I owned a bicycle shop together. These businesses helped pay for our flying expenses. To achieve flight, we needed to learn 3 things: lift, control, and power. We got the idea of lift from Will and Paul and Chanute. We also built a wind tunnel to see which shapes would fly best. Wilbur always watched buzzards, but we both built kites. That's where we got control from. And last but not least, power. We knew we needed a propeller and a lightweight engine to fly. I would like to be remembered as one of the first men to fly, the other being my brother Wilbur, and if you'd like to learn more about us, go to your local library and get The Wright Brothers, How They Invented the Airplane by Russell Friedman. Please go to the Wright Memorial. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Wax Museum, Orville.
Okay, so some of you may have watched the video. That was an example of a wax museum, Orville, which you first graders know all about him from our flight unit. Some of you may not have watched the video, and that's okay. You can either watch it now or you can continue along with us. For this project, you will select another American symbol you want to learn about. Based on the example oral presentation, what would be important to include in your script? Below are some ideas. Stating who your American figure is. Describing your person using details. Using evidence from the text. Using important vocabulary from the text. Using complete sentences. And finally, using conjunctions to connect my ideas, such as because. Activity number 2, select topic. Which American figure would you like to research and learn more about? Read about each of the American figures below in order to select one for your cornerstone project. So you can select one of the 3 figures below. The first one is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was the first African American on a Major League Baseball team. The second one is Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez stood up for the unfair treatment of farm workers. And the third one is Mae Jemison. Mae Jemison was the first African American woman to fly in space. Once you've selected one of these 3 people for your cornerstone project, then you're going to go down to the bottom and answer the question. Who did you select for your cornerstone project? Write their name below. I want to learn more about if you selected Jackie Robinson, then you would write Jackie Robinson. If you selected Cesar Chavez, then you would write Cesar Chavez. And finally, if you selected Mae Jemison, then you would write Mae Jemison. Activity number 3. Ask questions. What do you already know and want to learn about your person? So let's pretend that the person that you chose was Mae Jemison. So in this box, the first box below, write down what you already know about the American figure you selected. What do you already know about Mae Jemison? You can write that here. In the second box, write some of the questions you want to answer about your American figure. Use the question stem bank to help you think of questions. The question stem bank has the 5 W's and how question words. What, where, when, why, who, and how. These words can help us come up with questions about what we want to learn about our American figure. Remember, Ms. Valdez is writing about Mae Jemison, so her questions are going to be about her. So I'm going to select one of the words from the question stem bank. I'm going to pick this word, when. And then here I will write, when was Mae Jemison born? Because I want to know when Mae Jemison was born. Great job, first graders. So you have just finished working on your graphic organizer, saying what you already know about the American figure and what you want to learn about the American figure that you selected in activity number 2. Tomorrow, you will get a chance to read about one of the 3 American figures you selected, whether it was Jackie Robinson, Cesar Chavez, or Mae Jemison. And then you will get to gather and organize evidence after reading more about your American figure. See you day 2, first graders. And remember, if you have any questions, just ask your teacher.